Caloroga Shark Media.
Hey there, I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news stories. A simple childhood experiment turned into something out of a storybook after a message in a bottle traveled more than 4,000 miles across the Atlantic. Amy and her 10-year-old son Lorenzo tossed a message in a bottle from their hometown in Fort Old Bay. Amy said, "When we first threw it in, we were excited to imagine what might become of the bottle and where it would go. In my adult mind, I knew it was highly unlikely to be found." Lorenzo, the boy, included a few details on the note, including their WhatsApp numbers, the date, and their location. They had it out on a jet ski and threw the bottle into the ocean. They forgot about it. A year later, it showed up in Portugal. Maria, the school teacher, was walking her dog. It seems everybody finds these things while walking dogs. At first, she assumed it must be local, because it said 2025. It was so new, I thought it was from the area. But then she realized how far it had traveled. It was from the Bahamas, and a year had passed. Maria called the number back in the Bahamas. Amy was getting ready for her bed. The phone lit up with a call from Portugal. She ignored it, but then a message came through with a photo. It was somebody saying, "I got your bottle." She recognized Lorenzo's handwriting in the photo. She shouted upstairs to the boy, "Someone found our bottle." It had been so long, he didn't know what she was talking about. Amy said, "I started to communicate with Maria, and she sent voice notes and videos, and very quickly I realized this woman was kind and lovely. I never thought it'd be found, let alone almost to the year exactly, let alone go so far, and also to be found by the perfect person." A missing page from one of the most important scientific manuscripts in history containing the work of Archimedes has been rediscovered at a French museum. Victor identified the page. He recognized it as a long-lost leaf from Archimedes. The medieval manuscript preserves some of the greatest mathematical work of antiquity. It's from Archimedes' treatise on the sphere and the cylinder, specifically propositions 39 through 41. Much of the writing is still legible. One side of the page includes Greek prayers layered over faint geometric designs, while the other side is a much later illustration of the prophet Daniel with 2 lions. Beneath that artwork, scientists believe more of Archimedes' original text still exists, but is currently invisible to the naked eye. To uncover it, researchers are planning advanced imaging techniques, including X-ray and multispectral analysis. The original works of Archimedes, who lived between 287 and 212 BC, were copied into a codex around 950 AD. The manuscript itself traveled to a monastery in Palestine ahead of the 2004 sack of Constantinople. It was photographed in the early 1900s and later partially lost due to complications from World War I. The newly rediscovered page is believed to be one that went missing around 1922 before ending up in a private French collection where it remained unnoticed until now. Good news for hedgehogs. Scientists may have found an unexpected way to help save you guys from extinction. Researchers at the University of Oxford have noticed that European hedgehogs can hear ultrasonic frequencies up to 85,000 hertz, far beyond what humans can. You humans can only hear to about 20,000 hertz. The 85,000 is even higher than dogs or cats. Now here's the deal. One of the biggest threats to hedgehogs today are cars. Researchers are now exploring whether ultrasonic sound emitters could be installed on cars, lawnmowers, and other equipment. The idea is simple. Emit a high-frequency warning sound that humans can't hear, but hedgehogs can. In Tennessee, a routine food delivery turned into a life-changing moment for an elderly man. A viral video has helped raise $1 million so the man can finally retire. Brittany noticed something a little atypical when she checked the doorbell camera and saw an older DoorDash driver. He's Richard. Richard was making his way up her steps, gripping the handrail for support. She said, "This poor guy's struggling to get up my stairs to deliver my very capable daughter her Starbucks." She tried to leave a big tip, but the app wouldn't allow it, so instead she posted the video from her Ring camera on social media, hoping somebody might recognize the man. It didn't take long. Somebody on Facebook said, "That's Richard." She went to his house and gave him a $200 tip. Richard explained why he was still working. His wife had lost her job, their savings drained by expenses, and they were struggling to afford medication. She launched a GoFundMe. It went viral. It eventually reached $940,000, fueled by 32,000 individual contributions. She said Richard has not slept in 2 days because he can't quit watching the GoFundMe. If you're of a certain age, you recognize the phone number 8675309, right? You know that one. If you're younger, there was a hit song in 1981 with the title 8675309. Well, now, if you call that number, which people of a certain age have memorized, it connects callers to the nonprofit cancer support community, and there you can receive free guidance, information, and emotional support. Tommy Heath, a.k.a. Tommy Two-Tone, singer of 8675309, said the idea came from witnessing how widespread and personal cancer has become in his life. He said, I have some family members who are struggling with cancer. I'm out on tour with a lot of bands, and suddenly somebody's not there. When somebody's depressed and confused, they'll go, hey, I'll call 8675309. Somebody's waiting there to help me, and I hope they smile at that point. Specifically, you need the area code CSC, which is 272-867-5309, 272, your area code. And those are your 5 good news stories for today.